All right, so I have recently gotten a question asked from somebody that I have been conversating with. Um, and they had mentioned to me that they use AI to write their copywriting. And they're wondering why the copywriting is getting so much AI generated uh, detection or AI detection. So the problem that they have obviously is that they're using AI to write their copywriting, content writing, and everything. So I highly recommend you do not use AI to write your content or copywriting, emails, blog posts, SEO copywriting, um, web copy. I don't recommend it. I do, however, recommend to use it for or use it as a tool. Okay. So what I mean by that is I'm going to show you here. So I have my own website. And let me pull this up real quick. So we have, let's go to posts. So we have a lot of drafts here that I need to write and get them scheduled, right? So what I do is if I have an issue with, let's say, um how to build campaigns and email marketing, right? So I don't really know exactly how to do that. So I want it to be at least 1,000 or 1,200 words, and it to be, a very structured informational blog post that ends up having call to actions within it to promote my email marketing performance guide, which is a digital product that I will be selling later on this month. But the way that I would do that is I would first write down what I know about this topic. If I don't know anything, I'm going to do a quick 30 minutes to an hour of research on this topic particularly, okay? So, once I get all that information, then I'm going to write down the like maybe 5 things, maybe 10 things, as much as I can about this topic, and then proceed to do more research, especially on the company or brand that I'm working with that is wanting this, if this is not my own business. And then go into ChatGPT, give it all the information, and say something along the lines of, this is what I know about this topic. I need to write about this topic. I need to find more information about it. Can you give me different topics that I can research further? Or can you give me a quick fundamental or basic level questions or information based around these topics that I don't already know or I don't already have listed here? It will print out everything. So we're going to go ahead and print that into ChatGPT here. Okay, so this is what I typed out. So I need to write a blog post about how to build an email campaign. Look at me not being grammatically correct here. Build an email campaign. I need to make this a long and informational. So far, I have this much knowledge below. So these are the things that I subjectively know about this topic. And now I need help understanding more about this topic so I can. So, about this topic, so can I get you to give me more subjective topics that can help me finish writing this blog post? Because I do have a deadline by the end of this week. So, we're going to go ahead and submit that. ChatGPT is going to go ahead and give you this information. Now, the idea behind this is not getting AI to write it for you. It's to get ideas for you to write it yourself. Now, there's 2 extra things that I still need to share after I get all this information. So we have, what is an email campaign really? Start with strategy. What's the purpose of this campaign? Define goals, and it gives you subtopics for each topic. Segmenting your audience for compassionate communication. Explain segmentation. Why segmentation builds trust. Tips on how to ethically and emotionally speak to each group. Crafting your core message with heart. How to write. So it like gives you all this information, right? This is literally, each one has 3 bullet points that you can talk about. It gives you 11. So it just gave you 33 extra things to write about. So I have it programmed to write based on my website and my brand voice and my target audience. So next thing that I'm gonna do, so we're gonna do, okay, chat, can you give me 5 to 10 questions that will help you write out this blog post for me. So this is a crucial thing because I do this all the time, especially when I don't have like the one, if I don't have time. 2, if I need something to go ahead and like kickstart my creative brain juices going. This is one of the things that I do. So this blog post for me within my brand voice and target audience. Then after I answer, I need you to use my answers and not make it AI generated. Strictly use my answers to create this blog post. If you need more information by the end of my answers to your questions, I will more than gladly answer more questions to get a long informational blog post. So I am having it write the blog post for me, but I'm using the questions that it gives me. And look, it even gives me examples, something to help spark the creativity. How would you describe your process for planning an email campaign from scratch? What's your first step? Do you start with an offer, a story, a list segment, etc.? So it's like it gives you this information that you then make the answers, and it will print back in a blog format. Okay, so that's one of the other ones. The third one is pretty similar to this, but it's just doing it yourself. If you really know the topic at hand, then you're going to be able to do this. So what I do is I use Asana, or you can use Google Docs, whatever you can. You'll write it out. You'll even put the once you've done, like, you know, if you've done keyword research or you have come up with topics to write about, for like headers, you'll write the whole blog out in your own wordage, your own way of writing, and then you'll copy everything. You'll copy the entire blog post. Then you'll paste it in here. So you'll paste it, and then I like to use parentheses. So we'll just do parentheses, pasted blog post. So we're just gonna act like that is the blog post, and then I finish it and I make sure that it's in between parentheses. And then after that, I write, use this blog post and make it sound professional and within my brand voice and directed to my target audience. This needs to be very strictly similar to what I have wrote, but I need to tidy it up with professionalism and blog standards for SEO friendly purposes. So then I'll paste that and it will spit out everything for me. So those are the 3 ways that I use ChatGPT. I do not have it write a blog out for me because it's just gonna take stuff from the internet and it's gonna know that it's AI generated. So if you use things in your own opinion, your own thoughts, in your own way of like communicating, however you talk, because a lot of times I hear people will say, talk to your audience or your community like you're talking to your best friend. So that's just how I talk. I type how I talk, or how I would think that I, just how I think, how I talk, and then I make a blog post. I copy the blog post, I paste it in here between parentheses as shown here, and then I write more information telling ChatGPT what I want it to do. It has never steered me wrong, because yes, it's not 100% data driven. It's more of data that you have compiled in your brain and spit out into your understanding, and it compiles what you said and it makes a blog post for you using your specific words, but it also tidies it up a little bit so it doesn't look very rugged and very unprofessional. So yes, those are the 3 ways that I use ChatGPT. And if that has helped you, be sure to give this video a like and comment the best method that you use for ChatGPT, because I would love to learn a little bit more, because everything is just a learning experience. So without further ado, I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.